there's one guy that apparently has been a jerk to everybody, so he kind of got put in his place by a few of the guys. Frank was one of them.
What? I'll definitely check out the post. What was it about? The grounding or the surge protector?
Well, my grounding, I deserved what I got when I got hit by lightning.
Oh, that's what they said? You deserved it?
That's what he said.
What a piece of crap. What a piece of crap. You're getting hit by lightning either way, DJ.
Well, he doesn't know the whole circumstances, but if you follow his posts with others, then, Frank came in and a few other guys and kind of, well, you'll have to read it anyhow, so. Anyhow, but beautiful day yesterday, golly, and last night nice and cool. This morning, 70 degrees here, so it's September type of weather that we've got now.
Yeah, it was very it was chilly last night. I love it. I love this time of the year. I just if it just stayed in the low 50s all winter, that would be perfect. Oh, wait a minute. That's where Art lives. Art and Dominic get only the low 50s. Every now and then they'll get 30, but that's only for about 20 minutes.
Have you, what do I want to say here? Jeepers, what's it called? God, I got a brain fart here. On one of the programs we watched, buying the beach or buying the island or buying Alaska or buying, whatever, that type of thing. When we watch this buying Alaska, people move from all over the world, but mostly, from the southern part of your country. And different parts of Alaska. And there's one part, I forget where it is now.
Check.
I don't know, Anchorage or Sitka or whatever it's called there. They have moderate temperatures all year round. It never gets freezing there. They have they're boating through the winter. It's in a certain area there that it's moderate temperatures, and like I said, they don't get any snow through the winter.
I 100% believe you, but that's very, very interesting. I would think all of Alaska is frozen over. I have to look that up. I wonder what part, let's see, what part of Alaska does not freeze? In central and western part of Alaska Peninsula, typically the sea does not freeze in winter. Is it always cold in Alaska at night? Which part of Alaska has the least cold winters? The areas near the oceans are warmer than the interior areas. This is because the open ocean is always 32 degrees Fahrenheit or above. The extreme southeastern portion because of the warm waters. So there you go, DJ.
It's Sitka, Alaska.
Is that S-I-S-K-A?
S-I-T-K-A.
Well, it's 55 degrees there right now. Going up to 60. 10-day weather forecast. They must stay relatively moderate all year.
Yeah, here I'll post this. But watching these shows, and I'm watching this, and this is what they're talking about. And I'm thinking, holy mackerel, that'd be probably a nice place to go because there's some great fishing. Well, there's fishing everywhere in Alaska. But just having that moderate, and then you can travel to where it's not so moderate. But anyhow, there you go.
Well, that's cool. Maybe we'll move to Alaska. I would love to live there.
Well, Doug, the only issue in Alaska is the darkness through the winter for 3 months, and I guess it's very, very depressing. So it's something that you have to kind of consider. But other than that, through the summer, it's beautiful, and the growing, the vegetables that they grow in their gardens really grow huge because they got so much sunlight. So it has its pros and its cons, but we always enjoy watching those shows when it comes to Alaska. And there's another FYI. Do it yourself DIY channel, and that's where people will be building cabins or something off grid. And when they're doing it in Alaska, that's the one that's really interesting in how far they have to travel to get to this location that they want to build. So it's interesting, and boy, talk about rugged people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to pull up. Was this in the EHAM forums?
Yes.
I gotta log in. God knows what this password is. Let's see. Nope, that's not right.
I gave him a bunch of information from our previous deal, and same as what I had emailed you there, so he has something to go by. So when we did, he came here, and we went over it, and we wanted really no stress or anything like that. So he's coming up with a whole new setup here, GICs and stuff like that, and cache, and so it's going to be set up where we don't have the. What a morning! I can't even think straight, Doug. But I think you know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, we'll leave it at that. VA3 KBC.
Oh no, I hear you. It's going to be fine. So, if in that proposal he took the money that was going to go in the GIC and he puts it in cash, just in the cash bucket, because he can't illustrate the GIC. But if he puts that in the cash bucket, then you would see that the risk rating reduced greatly. Yeah, so that's all fine.
Yeah, like we'll still have the mutual funds, but there'll also be the cash, and there'll be cash, and there'll be the GICs. I think is how we put it. A lot of the stuff is a little over my head, but the whole premise was that we didn't want the risk of the stocks that we had. We didn't want the risk anymore, and he says you can have it set up so that those will roll over, and we'll have. I said, we're not planning on traveling. We're not taking any cruises. I said, if I need anything, I may need some cash to buy, replace the vehicle down the road and stuff like that. So it's just to beat inflation and maybe get ahead, a little bit as well. But so that's what he's coming up with. Really nice guy, boy. I'll tell you, he reminds me of you. Just very, meticulous and understanding and trying to do the best for his customers. So anyhow, yeah. So we'll leave it at that.
All right, good. I'm sure you're in great hands. I'm reading this now. I'm reading this guy's reply. Hold on.
Ground.
Morning, DJ.
Oh my God.
KF4GZ.
Good.
Can you hear me now?
Oh gosh, 20
All right.
20 over here also, Dave. I was about to ask about you yesterday because I haven't heard you in a while.
Oh, work. And, sometimes after work I come down here, at 3 or a little after 3, but I don't hear nobody. I dial around sometimes.
Well, good to hear you. Hope everything's going well.
What's happening over there?
Not much. Not much. Kids are back in school. Their extracurricular activities have the entire week packed. They're older now, so there's even more homework. It's loads of fun.
All right.
You like the new school?
Yeah, they do. They love it. It took them the first week. They were a little iffy, but they absolutely love it. We went to back to school night where you meet the teachers, and what night and day between public school and private school. Night and day. We actually said the Pledge of Allegiance when the meeting started. Very, very different.
How old are your kids?
4th grade and 3rd grade.
Oh, wow.
They're not woke?
No, not at all. Not at all. And, well, it's Catholic school, so it started with the priest doing a blessing and a prayer. It was very nice. Very, very nice. And I joined the Fathers Guild. Our first meeting is October 18th at 7 p.m. To make the school even better. That's what the board member said who started it.
Excellent.
Well, they didn't have no good Free Will Baptist schools up there?
I'm sorry, Dave. What did you say?
I said they didn't have no good Free Will Baptist schools up there?
No, not that I could find. Not that it's either Catholic or just regular private school.
Yeah, that teaches no dancing and no card playing.
No. Well, they sing every day. They do sing every day.
Doug, I see the one post there is the guardrail on high-rise balcony at good ground. That one's locked now.
Yeah, because it probably got nasty. Well, I'm in the one that you wrote. It's not if you get hit, but when you get hit. I'm in that thread.
Yep. But he's also posted on the guardrail and high-rise balcony at good ground. And Frank found a lot of other posts that he posted on, and he was nasty with everybody.
Oh, yep, here it is. Okay. Hogwash, put your head out. If you live in yeah, this guy's a douche.
Where's all the other sleepyheads at?
Morning, Dave.
Oh, yeah, I slept in a little more yesterday than I slept all night yesterday.
I think the guys were up pretty late last night.
Or as I missed it, I cashed out after the NASCAR race was over. Me and Wally were down on 38.
So where is things on NASCAR? We haven't watched it for about 3 years now. Kind of got tired of it, Dave. And what's going on there? Any more rules changed with the cars and all? Their format of how they're racing. We just didn't like it anymore.
Yes, Mark. Good morning. I am Catholic. My wife is Jewish, and my kids weren't raised any organized religion, though they understand Catholicism. But I believe they're excited to become Catholic, so we'll see what happens.
Tired to tear up half the car sometimes.
Okay.
And last night was Bristol, the night race. It was really good.
Well, Bristol is a short track. antennas towers and read. Some guy got on there and just kind of chewed me out. Anyhow, VA3 KBC at the top of the hour.
I'll check that out, and as soon as I get a cup of coffee and a couple other little odds and ends, I'll be right back. KF4GZN.
Come on back, Dave. KB2UKA.
So, anyhow, yesterday in the morning, and then I was on in the evening, Doug, and not one time did this thing go zip. So, like I said, I can go maybe a couple of days and no problems, and the next time I turn everything on. But both times I turned everything on, went upstairs, did some stuff, came down maybe 5-10 minutes later, where before I turn it on and fire everything up, and maybe that's when I get the freeze, that 1 or 2 second freeze, and then that's when I have that little bit of a chunk.
Yep, it just happened now to me, but I'm also streaming. So when you and Dave were talking, I reset and it went away. I'm gonna post. I should write the post right now while I'm down here. I want to ask on the community.
Good idea. It's just on my end, for me, when it does it, it's just annoying to have that ka-chunk when it comes on. It's not always, but sometimes it'll do that zip, and then I not have any problems. But other times it does creep up with the ka-chunk when I unkey.
Yep, exactly. Same here. It's just annoying, and on the live stream, it's loud. So if it does happen, there we go. That got messed up again. I don't understand. Let me go back to low latency. Oh, I see why. Because I'm transmitting. Okay. I couldn't change the buffer size, but that's because I was keying the mic. You can only change it when you unkey. I've got a nice minus 111 noise floor on 80 today. That's very low for me. I'm very happy.
Well, I sure don't have that kind of a noise floor. I got a lot of static from this frame that's coming.
What's your noise floor right now?
It's bouncing between, with the static crashes, minus 90.
Oh wow, yeah, that is high.
Oh yeah, she's noisy here.
Do you know what it is normally when you don't have lightning?
Yeah, about 110, 150.
All right, good. So then you know what, DJ? Maybe that's just 80, and I'm not. And I want it to sound like 40 and 20, because I got mine down pretty. I guess I got mine down. And you're in a quiet area electrically, right? So if you're normally 110, 112, that's where I am right now with the loop on the ground.
Yeah, watching your stream here, I can see it. Like I said, I've got these storms coming this way, so that's where I'm getting the static crashes from.
So keep an eye on the screen. Art sent me all the skins yesterday. This one's called Superhero, but I like this one too, the Matrix, but I'd have to change my other colors. Take a look at that.
Ooh, I like that.
Very, very cool. N4QNT. Good morning, gentlemen.
KF4GZN.
Oh, wow. The whole crew's here, and 80 is nice and quiet. Good morning, Art. And Dave, I hear you back in there.
Morning, Art.
Yeah, good morning. And what you have there now, I like that.
Morning. Good morning, Dave.
That is the Matrix. And DJ, there is a Star Trek one.
Well, I've got the Star Trek one. For whatever reason, it just didn't do anything for me.
Yeah, I didn't like it that much either. I think I'm gonna go back to what I was just at, which was superhero. There it is. This one's nice and simple. There we go.
Yeah, I have the OE3 IDE as well, but
Yes, I like the superhero. The only thing is, you'll notice, Doug, on some of the skins, whoever the guys that designed and came up with it, they need to update. But you notice, like on the bottom left corner, right next to your squelch setting, those let's say blobs and peak. You notice how they're kind of default. They're not color like the rest of the buttons.
Yes, I see that. They left those out.
Right, because those came out after that skin was made. Now some guys have updated, like the one you just had, the Matrix. That's more current. The Yesu, the one that DJ just mentioned, that's more current. So all the buttons, all the sliders, everything will be updated.
I still have to figure out, I know you explained it to me, I have to figure out how to get a picture if I want to put a picture behind in the pan adapter. I believe you said save it as a PNG file, but where do I save the file? What directory?
I'll double check that. I just want to make sure before I blurt it out, but I'll cover my tracks. It only takes about a minute or so. I just want to do some clicking here, but I'll get that, no problem. And good morning, Dave. Hope all is well. Good to hear you.
Oh, going great, Art.
Man, you are booming in here. Everybody is. The van's in decent shape, except for some static crashes. I guess we got the storm system up north and a storm system out off the coast out there in the Atlantic.
But the van's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, this is one of the lowest noise floors I've had on 80 in a long time, and I have 0 static crashes. DJ's got them and you have them, Art, and I'm between both of you. I guess I'm just in the right place.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Whiskey Charlie 8 Lima. Morning, Doug, Dave.
Good morning, Whiskey Charlie 8 Lima. How you doing?
Good morning.
And good morning to you.
I just happened to see the notice on Doug's live broadcast, so I decided to jump in and say good morning.
You sounding good, Sonny. Are you on the ANAN?
Yeah, sure am. Finally got my toroids in the mail and got most of that RF, I believe, off.
Well, your antenna's working good. You're close to 40 over here near me in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, I'm in the north central part of West Virginia.
All right. Yeah, I'm about 25 miles southwest of Cleveland, right on 571.
Yeah, you're booming in, Sonny. Everything sounds great. There is 0 RFI. 0. Sound marvelous.
Good deal. Yeah, everybody else on here sounds fantastic also.
Oh, yeah, beautiful signal. Solid, just about nicking 30 over to North Carolina. I'm 100 miles north of Charlotte. And this is Art Alpha Romeo Tango N4 QNT. And yes, very, very clean ANAN transmission. And one of the requirements to be this far up the band, going down the band, all the energy, but not a peep going on the other side. Very clean.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic radio.
So Art, Sonny got his ANAN just about the same time I got mine. And we both, I hope Frank's not listening. I think we both waited about 5 weeks for it.
Yep, that's correct.
I wonder what happened. I mean, it seemed like, okay, they made the revision. They selected a different company for whatever chip that goes on the board and held things up. They finally did what they had to do. They got another vendor, and it just seems like things were rolling. And I guess they got overwhelmed again. I mean, they changed the wait time on their webpage on some of the radios, and And now, I think now it even just says a 3 to 5 week lead time. But, I mean, poor Frank, man, it's just crazy. They expedited his order because of the lightning strike, paid in full. Doug kind of said, hey, to Tony, speed things up for this guy. I can't repair his radio. It took a direct hit, and, he replaced his radio. Insurance is paying for it. And, boy, I think he's going on 9.5 weeks now.
Yeah, he is. So, Sonny, our friend got hit by lightning. The radio blew up. He tried to get it fixed. It's not repairable. And Anan told him, we'll get you out one expedited. And he's waited, as Art just said, 9.5 weeks. I'm thinking, and DJ had said this too, I'm thinking Sonny and I lucked out and 2 guys backed out of their final payment. That's what I'm thinking.
That makes sense. And a non-zero beater. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's like a, what was that, like a 400 hertz beat?
Something like that.
About 600.
Close enough.
Oh, my buddy Kevin, you guys have spoke to him once or twice, maybe, KB2UKA. I think he changed his call back to NAEHS. Anyway, he finally took my advice and put his doublet up, way up in there and got the ends off the ground, and he can't believe it. He's 15 dB stronger than his full-wave loop now.
Oh, I can't wait, Dave. I can't wait for the land to do that. How high up is yours?
All over in Europe, at night on 80 meters. He said, I'm hearing people, I couldn't hear them at all.
Oh, that's great.
He said, I've never had an antenna, have I?
I doubled with you, sorry. How high up is yours, Dave?
I'm at 60 foot.
Wow. All right, so 60 foot. That's doable. I wonder what 80 would do.
That's 80 is great. When I was in Kentucky, I was about 75 foot, and you don't want to go much higher than that. Unless you're a DXer.
Yeah,
one thing about a doublet, they are not a compromised antenna by any means.
No, and if you look at the patterns and look at both the vertical and horizontal energy of your azimuth, it's almost omnidirectional at these heights.
I think the big problem is a lot of guys are afraid of the ladder line. That's their big thing. I know that was my issue quite a few years ago until I finally seen the light.
Well, heck, all these new ones are afraid of an antenna tuner, let alone ladder line.
Yeah, I'm running a W7FG 600 ohm ladder line about 55 feet.
There you go. Yeah, I'm running an 80 meter doublet flat top at 60 foot, about 120. Well, I trimmed it, so 114 foot of 450 right directly into a Johnson matchbox.
Yeah, mine was 57. I think it's about 58 and a half now because I added some to it. But anyhow, for 160 meter, 242 foot, that's the big thing is you got to know the sweet spot for the right length of ladder line for the band of doublet you're putting up.
Yeah, and and more critical is the sweet spot for the band that don't want to tune.
I thought I heard Bill come in. Bill, was that you?
Yeah, we're just waiting for everybody to Good morning to everyone.
Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Bill.
And good morning, Bill.
Who all we have in there? I know Art, Dave, DJ,
And you got a new guy on tonight, or this morning, Whiskey Charlie 8, name was Sonny.
Oh, good morning, Sonny. Yeah, we got Bill on. She's on one Whiskey radio over here in Pennsylvania.
Hey, good morning.
Very interesting. 80 is not as short as normal, Bill. You're the lightest on me. I hear you fine. But everyone else is like 10 over. So I bet in the next 30 minutes, it moderates and gets even better.
Yeah, I'm hearing everybody pretty well. I gotta get my I don't have everything turned on here yet, so I can't see the scope or anything. But everybody's sounding pretty good here. Good morning, Art. Nice to hear from you.
Yeah, sounding good here, Bill. It's just, the way the band plays, but good shot right now into here. You're good 15 over. Very solid copy. So excellent. Good to hear you, and hope all is well.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's going to start slowing down.
Listen to this NR2, guys.
Phase, so,
this is with it off.
Give us a bit more radio time. Things slow down at work.
I was just going to say that.
And that's it on.
Figured things, we're into that. Yeah, like you say. So I was figuring you're going to start to say that. And so, what is the final outcome at the end of the season for you, Bill?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. No, started winding down a little bit, so not too bad.
So what are you planning on for next year?
They just make it almost, I don't know how to put it seriously. It makes it tough if you think about it. But they really don't want me to go, but I gotta go sometime. They do have a guy that they started training. So I don't know how he's gonna work out, but they still. I think they want me to stay one more year. I don't know.
How old are you, Bill?
I know what it is.
Bill, how old are you?
Go ahead, Bill.
I shouldn't put what you know what it is.
Well, it's like the old mafia movies.
They gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. That's about right. Boy, you know what? I don't know. They just, I guess, the way the workforce is now. It's hard to get people, and especially with credentials and stuff, so you have to have to score and everything, so it makes it rough.
This guy's 40 over, below 39.90 for me.
Yeah, I was going to mention, Sonny, I have a little tip and trick for you today. Very simple.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so on your QRZ page, somebody is talking with you, they're looking you up, and, they might say Harold, and that's okay, I'm author, but I like to see art on the page, right? So you can go into your QRZ and click on Edit, and then as soon as you're edit, a window appears on the left. You can click on Call Data, Call Sign Data, and then on the top one there, right underneath your call, you can put your nickname. So Sonny will come up on the top left corner of your page.
Yeah, good deal. I'll get that done.
Yeah, hey, I mean, you probably don't mind Harold, but I think, you'd rather be called Sonny, right?
Yeah, I've been called Sonny my whole life, my family and friends and everything. So usually if it was Harold, I was either getting pulled over by the cops or getting yelled at by the teacher.
There you go. Yes.
Sonny, I also noticed that your map shows you're out in the middle of the woods, so I don't know whether you've got that on purpose or you know that.
I'm out in the boondocks of West Virginia. I'm about 3 miles from the last electric pole. I've been 100% off-grid for the last 15 years.
All right. We're going to call you Harold the Hermit.
Yeah, we're not real big people-y people.
Well, I used to live outside of Vanlier, Kentucky, about 2 miles from Butcher Holler, and I lived for a couple of years without running water and electric.
Butcher Holler, that's where...
That's right. My mom is a year older than her, 1 year ahead of her in school.
I think she's not doing too well now either.
No,
Who is that?
Loretta Lynn.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, Amsoil sponsored, she used to have motocross races at her place there, and Amsoil was one of the sponsors.
yeah.
Okay, I brought the satellite picture in, Sonny, and I brought it in real close, and so yeah, I see your place.
You saw that?
Yeah, I got 7.3 kilowatt solar power panels, and everything's been working really well for us. It handles my 220 power pretty good.
I think solar panels for personal use, off the grid, not is ideal, but for municipalities and provinces and states and that to do that for a city, I think the means doesn't justify the end. What an individual's doing for being off the grid, I think that's ideal.
And if you got a creek.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not a tree hugger kind of guy by no means. I'm definitely pro get some oil out there, but I had to go this way just to live out here because the electric company wanted $70,000 to put electric to me from the last electric pole, and I wouldn't have none of that.
Don't blame you.
If you've got a creek, boy, then you can really make electric.
My cousin years ago, back in the 60s in Czechoslovakia, he has a river behind his place, and he built his own turbine generator to give him power.
Cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, they got some low head ones that are pretty neat, instead of a little bit lower speed jobber doopers. Doug, you seen that satellite picture I posted of near where I used to live, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a few months back, right?
Yeah, about a month ago or something.
Yep, it's unbelievable. That's that's the dream here. I would love to be like that.
You can actually see 3 houses in that picture. One that's not lived in, Chester's house, and my house are the only 3 houses you can see in that whole picture.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, Bill, I think they're still sleeping in. Yeah, Dom and I and John, KB2UKA, Frank, we hung out for a while. We were, just at midnight last, 11 o'clock, about 11 o'clock Eastern last night out here, so, yeah.
Rats, I should have dialed up here before I checked out. I dialed up here earlier and didn't hear nobody yesterday, and race started. Me and Wally were on 3850, and I didn't dial around after I checked out.
Oh, yeah. So, Doug, you ready? Because I know once you click this, it's like your memory kicks in, and you'll get it. You'll understand real fast what to do. You ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. So you go into your local C drive, and then click on Users.
Okay, I'm with you.
And then your name of your computer, whatever your nickname is of your desktop.
Yep, then app data.
Right, you got it. App data, roaming, and then after roaming, open HPSDR.
Yep, I'm here.
And then skins, and then through your skins, look for the superheroes, whatever that call sign is, that guy that made it.
Oh, okay. Let me see who made it. Hold on.
Well, yeah, it should be his call sign, and then it says superheroes, so then double-click on that folder.
Oh, I see. Okay, yep. K2GX, superhero, and then console is the next directory.
Right, you got it. So then when you go through console, you want to look for pick display, lowercase PIC, and then uppercase D, for display.png. And then whatever conversion you make with an image, whatever you want, you have to name it the same. It'll overwrite the current PNG. Maybe you can just give that a name and just temp it. Just give it a name so you can keep it in a safe place for future reference if you want to go back to it. Rename your new one the same way with PNG, and then you want to keep the ratio format the same. So when you go on like a Photoshop program or whatever program, when you open up that existing image, it'll give you the correct ratio, and you want your image to be the same ratio.
Okay, so yeah, pick lowercase, then display the D is capital. I see the ratio here. All right, so there's already an image here. It's the one that actually Steve uses, K1GMM. But I don't see how I can select that in Thetis. So if I wanted to choose it right now, I go to Appearance. I'm on K2GX Superhero. Then there's a box that's unchecked that says Disable Pick Display. But how would I actually choose the pick that's there right now?
Okay, so the box is there, right? It says display pick, disable is checked at the moment, right?
Negative. It's not checked.
Well, that's odd. I mean, if it's unchecked, it should show. Okay, that's odd. All right. So that's the dilemma then. There's an issue because you're doing it correct. You're correcting you're selecting the skin because of that image that you want in the background. You're unchecking disable. That's good, right? And then when you start the software, it should show that image, but of course it's not, right?
Correct. And it's been like that since I installed Thetis. I've tried other skins and I never see a picture. So I thought there was something else that I have to do to get it to display.
You'd have to apply that, dude.
Yeah, I guess, you probably, I think he probably did all that. You click apply or even restart. So, for instance, it's unchecked, but it's been unchecked, and even when you start up, that's the, it should come right up right there with a restart anyway.
Correct. I don't know, it could be a glitch. Maybe it's not a big deal. I'm going to, what most likely what I'm going to do, Art, I'm going to install Protocol 2. Because I've been reading most guys are having no issues with it. I'm probably going to install Protocol 2 and then fully delete Thetis and then reinstall it.
All right. Yeah, is there a certain, a particular firmware that's been talked about? I think there was 4 versions to choose from, and some of the guys leaning towards, Protocol 2 for the new chipset, and I think it's number 3 maybe?
Yeah, I have to double check. I think it is number 3. But I'm going to go with the one that gets that gets the most votes. And then I forgot, what's that software that fully wipes something from Windows? Oh my God, Riva uninstaller? Something like that. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to fully reinstall Thetis.
All right, well, whenever you're ready, I know you mentioned about doing the firmware, the quick bootloader, whatever program we use, and the little technique with the switch off and powering on the radio, turning it back on and all that, flashing it. So, whatever, no problem at all.
All right, so I just pulled up the photo, which I don't want to use this photo. The photo loads fine. Pickdisplay.png. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, I'm going to go for more coffee. VA3 KBC, bottom of the hour. I will be back.
Yeah, me too. I got to throw another pot on KN4GZN.
And 42NT at the bottom.
Whiskey Charlie 8 Lima.
KB2UKA. I'm going to be on the side for 1 second, guys.
Myself, of course, here, and then Sonny got his, and Doug's got his up and running. 3 guys and 3 Anans that are live on the air, and Bill has a brand new one, Sonny, sitting in the box now for a year, never touched.
Wow, what's going on with that?
What can I say? I like boxes. I get some new boxes.
I'm sorry, Bill. I couldn't resist, man. I mean, come on. What are the chances of 3 Anans on at the same exact time, and you have one? You brand new, you bought it, you got it. But All right. I'll calm down.
Well, as soon as you said 3 guys with 3 in 1, I knew it was coming my way. I knew it was directed at me.
But Sonny, listen to that flex, huh? That flex even look at that signal. I mean, it is clean as a whistle.
Yeah, everybody sounds fantastic this morning.
Okay, I'm back. KB2UKA.
So is the corner.
So, Art, that Bellari gets delivered on Monday.
Oh, nice. I'm eager to hear that. Boy, that gives you a little more range, right? Some other adjustments on that preamp compared to the first box you have now, which is, that's a beautiful preamp, but the Bellari, you're going to get a lot more information, especially these great volume meters. Those are like, I love those meters, man. That's the whole setup, looking at those needles bouncing around.
Yep, that's it. And those meters only show input, by the way. So if you adjust your output, it doesn't change the meter. But that it'll show clipping, which is what we need. I'm sure I'm gonna have to adjust the EQ a little bit. But this guy fully modded it, and he other guys have said he's done great work. It's got new tubes, and he did that other mod to it. So I'm just expecting a little even warmer sound.
Oh yeah, no, excellent. So just curious, I mean, you're well over the former, but what's the signal strength on that? It's probably coming from the northeast.
Peaking at -81.
I see it never ends, huh?
No, and Bill, you're coming up now. I hear you fine.
Yeah, these guys are way over that side. I can hear everything these guys are saying.
And last time this guy does this, Ray came in N1R, NR1R, and called him out, and it stopped immediately. But apparently Ray has the same issue with this guy up in the northeast in New Jersey. So we know him as Peter. I could say his call and his last name, but as soon as Ray did that, he bugged right out immediately. So we'll see.
Yeah, and this is the guy that had his call sign embedded in the digital signal. Check signal.
Popular, I think that's his last name.
Yeah.
It could be Buford. I think that's popular.
I'm guessing Jersey or PA. How loud is he to you, Bill?
You guys, he might be close to me because these are white, he's just chilling when he's to that.
Yeah, it's probably New Jersey.
I got him about 10 over.
Yeah, you have him 10 over. And what do you have me, Sonny?
10 over as well here. Yeah, both are 10 over the former and you, Doug. So, but of course your audio's going over that noise. It's not enough to take your audio out.
Right. Yeah, which is telling me he's not very close to me, but maybe 100 miles.
Yeah, Doug, I got like about 15 over.
Yep. So that would make sense if he's 100 miles west or south of me. He'd be a little lighter to you than I am.
He needs to do a lot better.
Well, we could more split.
Yeah, it's going to spend thousands of dollars to jam.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. I don't see what's fun about this at all.
It's pure jealousy is all it is.
especially 50-plus years old. That's the crazy thing about it. Imagine what he does to his wife.
And what she doesn't do to him.
If he has one. I mean, it's basically a 9-year-old mindset. It's just nuts.
KB2UKA, I gotta grab a drink out of the fridge. Be right back.
All right.
So how you been, Art? Everything going good?
Yeah, Bill, staying busy and, can't complain, actually. I mean, we could have had a little bit of consumer confidence downgrade a little, but still it's up. The pairs were coming in and still getting orders, so can't complain. Beautiful weather around the corner. I love this time of year. Open up the windows and air out the house. Man, fall, it's my favorite time of the year.
Finish up here, but it's starting to wind down. We're not as busy as we were, but we still have a few jobs that we got to get done.
Yeah, well, hopefully, and then of course there you go, your radio time and your hobby comes back into the spotlight, and that's great. Get you back out there.
I'm not going to do them. I still got that mark. I'll get it done.
Oh my goodness, that's right. I'm gonna go ahead and save the call. I'll wait till he keys if he wants to hear his call time. Yeah, KB2UKA. QIM. Well, you know who else it is, too? The other candidate is Frank. The guy Frank who comes on the frequency recording and monitoring. He's friends with Rich up there in New Jersey.
I'm back, KB2UKA, and he turned up the power.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely coming up from there. That's New Jersey. Boy, we need to get Frank on the air into QQF, and he's only like 8 miles away from it.
Sometimes we have to get back to the track.
Frank is labeled as his former, and it's ironic his name is Frank also.
Yeah, 4G. What about that?
Okay.
How's Chris doing?
Yeah, Chris is, I haven't heard him show. He gets on once in a while, but he's very active on the channel. You know, showing all his squirrel counts and all that.
Yeah, I got to clear my phone memory now. My phone wouldn't do the signal update, so it quit working with me. There's a 25 caliber. Holy mackerel.
Oh boy, so you're taking him out from 50 yards?
Oh my god. I mean, 8 shots under a dime at 30 yards, and that's just hot.
Oh man.
Yeah, you gotta. Well, maybe he's got a man crush on somebody.
You know, and the band was performing well, too. What a shame.
Yeah, same exact signal coming from your area.
Oh, what, near me?
Hey, DJ.
Oh, 100%. I can tell. It's just the everything single stream. It's just, even up on your stream, you can tell on your stream, too.
Yeah, because yeah, but I still don't think it's too close to me. I'm thinking 100, maybe 200 miles.
Well, I'm thinking Jersey, New Jersey area, and there's two candidates. Of course, there's Peter and Frank, the guy who's famous for coming on frequencies and recording and monitoring. That's how he comes in on the frequency.
Yeah. Yep, I know those two.
He's been following QQF around for a while. And 4QAT.
KB2UKA.
KB2UKA.
Okay,
Whiskey Charlie 8 Lima.
Well, Sonny, you win the trophy. You're 20 over. The other three are beginning to fade on good old Dougie here in the Northeast, but not bad. You guys are all 5'8", 5'9".
Oh, great. I'm glad I found a good ANAN group. Maybe I'll get on with you guys in the mornings.
Well, let's see. I'm on an ANAN. Art's on an ANAN. DJ's on an ANAN. And Bill owns an ANAN.
And I'm on my F2X3000.
Dude, we're like outcasts.
Notice, Bill, I said you own one.
Well, guys, that you keep us honest, though.
Bill's the boxer.
No, I'm sorry, Sonny, I didn't catch that.
I was just chuckling, saying Bill's the boxer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, Bill. Now, okay, you're 10 over now. It's shortening up. That's what's going on.
Yeah, Sonny, the other guys without the ANANs, they keep us from getting our heads too swelled.
That's right.
That 3000 sounds good too.
Oh, well, thank you. It's all Art's fault.
The band going short. Oh my gosh, Sonny, you almost hit 40.
So, Sonny, what are you gonna? Did you sell the Sun, or you're holding on to it?
What was that, Doug?
Did you sell the Sun SDR, or are you gonna hold on to it?
I'm gonna hold on to it. I still really enjoy it. I finally did the most recent software upgrade to it and firmware. So I'm gonna hold on to it for a little while. But I like both. I like the ANAN better though.
Yeah, I sold it to a friend of ours in the group here, Scott. He's not on right now, and I'm glad he has it. But I kind of miss it a little bit. I had a dream last night. This is how crazy this hobby is. That I don't know what model it was, but I bought some Yaesu radio at a flea market, and I was like, yes, this will be my second operating position.
Yeah, I have the ANAN, the Sun on both different operating positions, and then I have an older ST950 that I just use for doing digital work.
Do you have the same amp hooked up to both?
Yeah, same amp for all of them. I just have a switch that I switch between them.
Okay, that's what I was gonna. So, what's the amp hookup look like when it's two radios? So you come out of the PTT, and then where do you go?
Well, with the push-to-talk one, I go into just a RCA audio switch box, and I just switch between those. But for the RF, I got a regular RF switch box that I use.
Okay, well, yeah, that I figured. All right, so it's an RCA switch box, basically.
Yeah, I got a 4-position switch box. It seems to work really well for it.
All right, very cool. Because I contemplated keeping it, and then I'm like, it's going to be a mess with the amp, but I guess that's what you do. It's an RCA switch box. That makes complete sense. Yeah, Bill.
Yeah, if you look on my QRZ thing, that's how I was doing the same thing. That little yellow box on the flex radio, that was to control the amp for different radios.
All right, interesting. Yeah, I'll take a look.
For the front of the thing, spruce it up a little bit, line kind of graphics.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Man, you everything's nice and tidy, Bill. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's just a mess before I like 3 shells in the radios. I just cut everything back. I only got one radio for that, basically. I got to get 1 or 2 minute radio before I thought that I told this mess up.
Yeah, my favorite piece of equipment on that desk is that stove dinosaur stove.
Yeah, they're good to have. I've always run one, for a long time now. So I like when you're tuning everything out and RF again, you show up right away. You just have to pull out your BT because then home or everything goes showing us radio.
I'll be right back, guys. KB2UKA.
We'll hold the fort down.
Yeah, come on back, Doug.
Bill, you need to get back on signal.
Yeah, I'm on there, but I just work and stuff. I just shut the down. I just because of work and stuff.
Well, it's distracting, I know.
KF4GVN.
K1WIL.
A Whiskey Charlie 8 Lima.
So I went to the EN for.
Oh.
I read that. he sure is a dick. I'll tell you.
I'd like to hear your opinion.
Well, he's technically correct, but he is kind of a dick. Sorry about that.
Don't hold back, call it like you see it.
And anyway, I scrolled down a couple posts, and I see that some guy here asks, which is the better performing DX engine, on Winter Good Diamond, or as he said, 6-speed KW modified G5RV, and I really want to type in there 132 foot doubling. Part of a big can of worms.
Well, the one is blocked now. Locked up.
Oh, I didn't notice. I didn't pay attention.
What happened, DJ? They blocked something on your post?
Not mine. Let me just look it up. One of the other posts there, it got locked. Is the guardrail on high-rise balcony a good ground? Now that one is locked.
Is it on the same string, that you started and then that guy responded, or is this a different post entirely?
It's different post entirely, but like Frank said, or was it John? No, Frank. That he's checked this guy out. Maybe he posts on a lot of different things, and he's kind of ignorant to everybody.
Right. He's the ham trolls.
Hey, DJ, you still have the ladies?
Oh gosh, yeah, that's what I did. I just went outside and let them out. So, yep, getting generally 5 eggs a day. One day we got 7 eggs, and Carol says, "Where the hell did we get 7 eggs?" And I said, "I think I forgot to get them yesterday."
That'll do it. You get any double workers out of them?
We did when they were young and starting to lay, but we haven't since then.
Yeah, our chickens are starting to molt. We're only getting a couple eggs a day now.
How old are they?
They're probably 2.5 years. But every winter they start molting and things slow down.
Yeah, well, on the farm we had 99. You couldn't on the farm if you went over 100 chickens, you had to have a quota. So we would always get about 99 birds, and we generally kept them 2 to 3 years. So these are now a year old. We got them a year ago now, and I figured another year, and then I'll order in the springtime. I'll order another 5.
Yeah, we just got a handful out here at our little baby farm, we call it, but it keeps us in eggs, and our overflows go to the neighbors.
All right, I'm back. KB2UKA.
When I let them out, they'll go across our other lot, and they'll go over to Dave and Jenny's there, and they'll be picking away under the trees, and just, how they like to get into that loose stuff and kind of cover themselves up. So I went over to, I have some mealworms, so I went over there and shook the bag, and then they'll follow me home. And one time I went over there, because they were over there for a couple hours, and went over there, and they said, "Leave my chickens alone." I said, "I'm going to have to give you some eggs for you also feeding them here."
Yeah, good deal. Hey, DJ, what's your call? I'm trying to get everybody's calls together with the names.
It is Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie. And name's Don, but I go by DJ. And check out my QRZ page. I think you might enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Yeah, ours goes around the edges of our farm there, digging up, so it makes it easier when I have to run the push mower around, start doing trim work.
Well, they're fun to watch. I'll go out halfway across our other lot and shake the bag because they'll be under the other tree, and one will perk up, and then she'll come running and flying, and then the other ones will take off, and Carol says, "Boy, you're just like a Pied Piper with them."
Yeah, my rooster don't care for me much, but the wife goes in there, locks him up at night, and she rubs his head. He's all good to go with her, but boy, I don't think he likes men.
Well, ours attacked Carol. Really bruised her leg up really bad. So, and then he attacked me a couple of times. And my daughter's friend that raises chickens, she said that these doggone roosters, they stressed out the girls. And so I ended up getting rid of them. And they just seem to be a whole lot more mellower. So next batch I get, they're not going to get any rooster.
In 3, RMR.
Morning, Mark.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mark. Big signal into Long Island.
Good morning.
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 Hey, good morning, Marcus. Real quick, Dave, did you see Frank's comment? Dave, on the EM thing with the gentleman's response to DJ, did you see Frank's response to him?
Oh, yeah, I sure did.
Yeah, I like the comment.
Hey, DJ.
Yes, sir. And Bill, when I posted that, I knew right away that it's going to cause, there's going to be somebody that's going to be posting something derogatory, so I was prepared, but I really don't care. At my age right now, I don't really care. But go ahead, Bill.
Oh, I just wanted to share a chicken story. When I was in, I think I was in junior high school. My dad, we had a bunch of chickens and everything, and I used to go and feed them before I used to feed them bucket. I'd take it in, put it in a trough and stuff for the hens, and we had an old baby rooster. He was in there, and he used to perch up in a feather. Every morning I would go in there, he would fly down. We did get it constantly. So this one morning, I went in there for the empty barrel with a feed bucket. He come down out there and boy, I whacked that thing and went right across the crew and that lined him up with every bit of that.
Yeah, they learn.
Yeah, I walk pretty confident to my shop over there, and it's the chickens is over there, and that rooster's there. He starts, I can hear him coming behind me. I usually put my foot up and give him a quick boot.
Well, that's what I would have to do. But when he attacked Carol the way he did there, well, she had blood coming out her leg.
Yeah, I ain't never had nothing like that bad, or he'd end up in the pot.
That's when you grab them by the neck and you put them right up to your face, right near your eyeballs, and you give them the stare.
Well, I did grab him by the neck, Mark, but I won't go any further.
And yes, I'm sick as a dog.
Well, I was just thinking, man, you're kind of muffled up.
Day number 4.
Just a bad cold.
Yeah,
You had the COVID.
it broke up last night, so now today's going to be a whole day of hacking my lungs out, coughing up all the goo.
Roger. Well, for 2 years now, 2.5 years, we've never had the flu, the cold, or anything. We've been taking Dr. Zelenko's Z-Stack. High in quercetin, high in zinc, vitamin C, and vitamin D, and we've been fine. Well, we've got a lot of friends having the colds over and over again, so but you know what they've got in the shoulder, which Carol and I didn't.
Yeah, we didn't do any of the vaccines here either. And I never will, from what I know about what's in them.
Exactly. It's just a cold, Mark. That's all it is. It's just a nice cold.
I want to push a button and make it go all the way.
Oh, man, it's working out great. I love this place. Oh, yeah, one of the guys that didn't quit, just I quit. The senior guy, the next guy didn't quit. His maintenance manager quit. And the one guy on day shift, Jimmy, he's been there about 2 years when I quit. He texted me and told me the other day, he said, I'm going crazy. So you both of you come back. Oh, they're shade tree mechanic and shit. The place is good. In 2 years, the place will be constant fire drills, everything. They're breaking down. two cats that are in charge now. They're both Shade Tree backyard car mechanics.
Are you still running that?
We must have went on coffee run.
KB2UKA. Band is starting to go on me up here. I think maybe we do the truffle shuffle over to 40 soon.
Well, everybody's still 20 over to me here. You know, VH3 KBC pop up the
10-3 Armor.
Yeah, you're starting to follow me.
Yeah, I still hear you in there, but just it's not as easy as it was. I'll go give it a check. I'll try to find a place that's not crowded. We'll see, though. KB2UKA QSY. I'll post it on Signal.
Okay, I'll let you know, Mark.
Hey, you're a living legend, Don.
I want to give it right back. You can't take back.
There you go. JD's still around. You know, did you see him throw that pitch out at the baseball game? I forget which one it was, but he went out on the mound and threw a perfect strike. And the announcer was chuckling and chuckling. He was laughing, man. He couldn't believe how good he did it.
Good arm. He's got the big old white bird. His son's good.
This is KB2UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? This is KB2UKA. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency occupied? KB2UKA. KB2UKA standing by, waiting for the group. This is KB2UKA standing by.
Whiskey Charlie Lima. Doug, I've not switched over to you.
Yes, Sonny, and unfortunately, come back to me. I think the RFI's on 40.
Oh boy, it was on 40 last time. That's crazy.
Yeah, it sounds the same as last time. You'll hear it on the live stream. You were perfect on 80, so it's something happening on 40.
All right, I'll take a look at it.
Who else did I hear in there? Either Art or DJ.
Yeah, me and somebody right below us, Doug.
Well, they weren't there. They weren't there until Sonny transmitted. You want to go up to 207? DJ, you want to QSY up one?
Yeah, I was just checking up above. There's somebody up above, but we've got enough buffer there, so 207 would work.
All right, QSY 207. KB2UKA. Ah, that's interesting. KB2. Oh, there we go. My feedback wasn't feedbacking, but now it is.
Some guy came on, so they're starting a net in a few minutes.
Well, where? We could go up a little higher. I'm thinking like 215. Let me go check up there. This is KB2UKA is the frequency in use, KB2UKA.
I think we may be okay here, VA3 KBC.
Yeah, I hear nothing.
Weekends are pretty tough to find something on 40.
No, it is, but I think it's early enough. We're here. We have the frequency established. It is 8:08 a.m. Eastern Time. The live stream, notate it. We are here.
Well, hopefully the other guys that are on signal will see where we're at here. VA3 KBC.
Yep. So I just turned on the auto AGC, DJ. I don't know if you use it. Where it says AGC gain, you just right click and it'll turn green. Well, at least on the skin I'm using, it turns green. And it's pretty good.
I have mine on all the time.
Yeah, normally I've been doing it manually. But the auto works very well.
And I'm at medium. I see you're on fast.
Yeah, so fast, I think it just reacts quicker. Let's see. Let's go to medium. See how that works out.
Well, I just put mine to fast, see how that works too. I've always, all my radios, I've always just had it on medium.
Well, when you go to slow, you get another line, an H line. I'm not sure what that is.
Okay, so your ATT, where's it? I have mine at at 10 dB.
Oh no, I have mine at 0. So you're attenuating then.
Generally, it depends. Sometimes on 160 I have it at 0, on 75 at 0, but if there's just a bit more noise, I will put some in, like on 40. Like I said, it's noisy here with that storm coming.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not noisy. I'm 40, but on 80 I am. Maybe I'll try attenuation tomorrow morning. Not tomorrow morning. What am I? It's Monday. I will be at the gym at 5:45 a.m. Yeah, I'll try some maybe minus 10 dB. So my noise floor here is minus 114. What is yours?
115.
All right, very similar. Okay.
Hey Doug, Sonny here with you.
I hear some broadcast
on my
station
radio,
trying
so
to
I still
use
have
it.
the RF on there.
All right, stand by 1 second, DJ. You guys doubled. Sonny, from what I heard, no, but give me more audio.
Okay.
Talk more.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I turned off my amp and just using the 100 watts on the radio. And it's so odd that it's 80's good, no RF, and then 40's got it. Tampon toroids on all my cables. I finally got my order in, but I guess it's still chasing me around.
All right, so with the amp off, it's 80% less, but it's still there, and it friggin' sucks. I've gone through this. I've gone through it where I've had it on one band and not the other. I don't know. Try making a choke, even inside the shack. Just choke everything. I'm trying to think. When your coax... Wait, are you ladder line or coax?
I'm ladder line.
Are you ladder line straight into a tuner in the shack?
Yeah. Ladder line comes through the window into a 4-to-1 Ballum, which has got about a 2 or 3 foot cable on the going from the Ballum to the radio to the tuner.
Do you happen to have a balance tuner where you could connect the ladder line directly to it?
No, I sure don't. This house store doesn't have the balance line for it.
What you could try, and I don't know if Art's on frequency. What you could try is adding a longer piece of coax from the balun to the radio, and it could still be the same overall length that it is now. But if you add an additional 10 feet and then you make a choke with that additional 10 feet, I don't know, like 5-6 turns, about 6 inches in diameter, and tape it, that could help you. I don't know.
Well, it's worth a try. All right, I'll be playing with that today and maybe I'll get that improved. I appreciate the feedback on that. Whiskey Charlie 8 Lima.
You're 10 over, though, by the way. Besides that, sounding good.
I don't hear him at all.
That's so weird that you don't hear him. Because we're kind of the same latitude, or longitude, right?
I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, see, there's Dominic.
I hear Dominic. Light, though, but I hear him.
How about Vito?
Oh, Vito, of course I hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. DJ, do you copy Vito?
No, I don't.
DJ does not copy you, Sir Vito.
Yeah, I'm not hearing DJ either. I was hearing him up on 80 meters earlier. I was hearing you guys up there, but I'm not hearing him on 40.
Yeah, he doesn't hear you either, DJ. I don't know. I guess the clock has to tick a little bit more.
Yeah, I just heard a tick of him there, just a wee bit.
Vito, hey, Vito. I got ready for that. Oh, hey, Tom, you're booming in here. Yeah, my was it on in the when are you heading down? I'm leaving the 29th. Leaving the 29th and heading down. All right. So that's the 29th. We can work with you guys. Yeah, I'll be bringing my
hey, Art.
my 480 sat in the vehicle, and I'll be doing a remote, so I'll have the best of both worlds.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool. He sounded good today, though. And the band will probably just get 7 minutes. DJ doesn't hear you. What about you, Doug? You got good signal on?
Oh, yeah. You're coming up too, Dom. Vito, I got you about 5'8", and Dom, you're approaching 5'9" now. And our friend Sonny was in there, but he's got an RFI issue that he's working on. And DJ, you're 20 over. Go ahead, Vito.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you're 15 over. You're climbing, and Dom was about the same, a little bit less, but yeah, I guess it's starting to ramp up for sure. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm starting to hear you, Vito.
And I think Bill was in that K2UKA. Bill, you hear me?
Bill, did you make it? I have no copy here.
Oh, maybe his ain't for me. He said he had, everybody was weak though. So, maybe they will turn around and get in here. Anyway, good morning everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. It is a boat chilling day. It's 66 degrees.
Wow, I got 71 here.
I've got 65.
But Lake Huron here moderates us in the fall.
So what's going on, Vito? You heading south to Florida?
Driving down with the wife, taking 3 and a bit days to get down, stopping off in Morgantown day 1, Fort Mills, South Carolina day 2, Kings Landing, Georgia day 3, and then over to the Gulf side early days of Mercer. We're just taking our sweet time, about 370 miles a day, and that's about it.
Hey, hold up. Where are you going to be in South Carolina?
Fort Mill, just across the border from Charlotte.
Yeah, I know where it is. I'm a little bit further down than that. I'm in well, if you look at Fort Mill, and then you go Rock Hill, and then Catawba, and then Ridgeway. That's about I'd say about a 45-minute ride from here.
Oh yeah, is that further south?
Yeah, yes, it is. It's further south. I'm just north of Columbia. I'm on Lake Watery when you look at the map.
Okay, let me look at the map because we'll be heading south anyway. So let me take a look at the map.
Well, if you stay over there, I might be able to. As long as it depends if the better half is working. We only got 1 vehicle right now. But if she's around, it's correct week.
Yeah, well, we'll be staying at the Best Western in Fort Mill. So, yeah, let me take a look at the map where you are, and maybe we can work something out for sure.
Yeah, maybe go to dinner or something.
Sounds like a plan.
K2UKA, you copy it? W4DOM. Who else is in here, guys?
VA3KBC.
KB2UKA, and Art was on my live stream saying that there was a situation, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, he might be working on his AC.
Oh, well, it was on the fritz?
Yeah, he sprung a leak in his A coil, and I guess he's gonna get some temporarily get some Freon in there. It's a little leak, but he's gonna get some Freon in there until the A coil comes in.
He had a doggy situation.
What's that?
He had a doggy situation.
Oh, you're right. Okay. I read that as I thought he wrote Dougie. Yeah, so something must be going on with the dog.
Well, he says he's back now, though.
N4QNT, do you copy?
I do. N4QNT back on. Sorry about that. I had to jet out. We lost one, but we got him back.
That's happened before, hasn't it?
It's very rare, but Kim had to do something on the other side of the gate. Whatever, it happens, didn't pay attention, and as soon as he saw that 8-inch opening, it was like a doghound coming out of the gates after the bunny rabbit.
Free. I'm free at last. Free at last.
And good morning, Dominic. I hear him okay. I can make out what he's saying, but the band should come around hopefully in about 20 minutes.
Dominic, he said he hears you're in there, but 20 minutes from now it should be better.
Yeah, I hear him. He's about it. That's 5, test 7. I got some QRM above us. There's one guy up there. That's kind of sure over here. I hear him, but maybe there's a bit.
Yeah, there's a bunch of splatter boxes, splatter transmitters up the band. Boy, I'll tell you, those guys like to push everything to the right. It's amazing.
They really do. I'll be right back. KB2UKA.
I mean, you can hear it in their audio. One guy is RFIing. He's got all knobs to the right. He's trying to probably get every last ounce out of his little amplifier that can only do a whatever amount. And he wants to see needles with more on the right side. So, crank it all up and just splatter everywhere. It's just a shame.
Must be that guy Vito. You know that guy Vito?
Oh, yeah, that guy Vito. Oh, man, I'll tell you. Nah, hey, good morning, man. Good to hear you.
Hey, how you doing, Art? How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going well. I can't complain, I'll tell you. Little glitches here and there. Little AC work has to be done, but everything else staying busy. Couldn't ask for a better situation.
Yeah, there you go. Nothing like a little AC work to piss you off.
Exactly.
Anyway, sounding good, buddy. Nice to hear you. Actually, your signal came up quite nicely, so hopefully that might be a change for the good, Roger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the numbers are getting more consistent. The triple digits SFI, the low K number. I mean, things are certainly starting to improve. We're gonna see some good conditions here in the next 5 years, hopefully.
Good stuff. Anyway, I'll take a little standby here, VA3 VMD up in Unionville. Good to hear you, Art.
Yeah, good to hear you. I'm going to go double sideband just for a few transmissions. I'm hoping the guy on 7218 realizes that he's 4 kcs wide, and there's no reason to be that wide when someone's 3 kcs away. So hopefully he'll get the message.
It's those old guys.
Yeah, I mean, come on. When someone's 3 kcs down from an ongoing QSO, there's no reason to run 4. I mean, if I'm running 4 and someone's 3 kcs away, I go 3 kc transmit bandwidth. I mean, it's just a courteous thing to do.
Yeah, you're not going to do that. They live to this stuff. They have no life left, so you can protect it. And it reminds them that they're alive.
Well, until he goes 3 kcs, I'm going to go up the band and down the band. He's doing it just as harshly as I'm doing it, so, pay back the bitch.
Yeah, that is what it is. I'm not going to bother asking, so I don't waste time.
Yeah, I mean, I can run double sideband all day long, and he's going to go 4 kcs wide, and, he sees people are below him, so just respect the pass band, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Can't think stupid.
I mean, my radio has the capability to go 10 kcs wide if I want to, but when someone's 3 kcs down the band, I respect that and go 2900 in the radio's menu. It's very simple to change over. You don't have to run 4 kcs all the time on a crappy 5,000 Yaces. TTBF crap. And not to add, then they want to see, 1800, 2100 on the amp. So, of course, they're going to overdrive the amp. They don't understand what IMDs are, third order intermodulation distortion. And then the spurious emissions go all over the place, but I guess they're proud of that. But, I build antennas, so I'm a master amateur radio operator because I build crap antennas.
And I'm an expert at grounding all my station, too.
Yeah.
I'm not posting anything on there. I figure, I'll just leave it alone.
Yeah, the other guys are sticking up for you, DJ.
Well, I appreciate it, but he's you can see what they've said about him on other posts.
I'm back, KB2UKA.
Yeah, that's his MO. He just doesn't want looking for an opportunity to bully somebody. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, but with everything that he says is just inconsiderate and hurtful.
Yeah, well, but people tolerate it and they stay his friend, I guess, or he doesn't have any friends. Yeah, could be that his wife took off with another ham or something. Maybe he's just, disgruntled.
Well, that's no excuse.
Well, obviously there's an issue with that guy because he's all over EHAM, and now people are starting to point it out, and that's a great thing. Even other guys are starting to mention about his post in other forums.
Well, maybe
probably get away with that on EHAM for a little while, but one of the moderators will find it, and sooner or later they'll probably dump him. He probably kicked off the QRZ because he can't get away with it then.
Well, maybe it's a good thing I posted what I posted then.
Pulling him out of the woodwork like Trump.
Well, my name is Donald J.
Yep, that's what triggered him, 100%.
And maybe what I've got on my QRZ page, too.
Donald J. You know what? That name's going to stick now.
Well, it is. It's Donald J. Stefanik.
No, I'm just going to call you Donald J.
The Donald.
I love Frank's comment, though. That was classic.
The Donald. I'm missing one thing, though.
What's that?
The billions.
Yeah, and maybe they will follow. Hey, Art, what was the name of that little program you used to uninstall your software with? What was the name of it?
It's called Revo or Revo. I guess some people say Revo, but Romeo Echo Victor Ocean Pro. Revo Uninstall Pro. And it's like taking a shovel and going 9.
Well, I got these Hewlett-Packard, HP printer drivers. I can't seem to get rid of them. They keep trying to run. And I used HP's program, and it didn't clean them out. So I figured I'd give this Revo a try. I just need those drivers removed. So it's REVO?
Excuse me. Yeah, REVO Uninstaller Pro. I'm downloading it now because I'm going to do a new Thetis install, and I'm going to use this first.
Oh, all right.
Art, do you use the paid one?
The 3KVC, bottom of the hour.
Yeah, bottom of the hour in 4QNG. I do. I went for the pro version, but the free download with the trial still works great. It extracts everything. I mean, you have the option to go to the root directories, the folders, the program files, the registry. It extracts everything complete.
So, yeah, I'm going to get the Pro. So it's $14.96 a year?
No, I paid just, I think it was $29.99 for the full program, and then you get your updates. They, once in a while they'll do an update and free download.
Yeah, and everything is going to recurring revenue. I think they charge you now a year. 2 years is $23.96. 1 year is $14.96.
Wow, unbelievable. Yeah, I guess that's what's happening now, man. They want to keep you attached.
All right, I went to buy now. Here we go. Revo Uninstaller Pro. Oh, buy now. Here we go. Okay, buy now. Yep, 1 year. So yeah, they bill you every year $14.96. It says it used to be $24.95, which is probably what you paid for the one-time hit.
Wait a minute, are we on the same page? You're on Revo. Did they give you like a back to school 2-for-1 offer too?
Yes, yes.
Okay, just checking to make sure it's the right page. Oh yeah, $14.96.
Yep, $14.96.
I'm gonna try the free version, see how that works.
It actually works well. I just recently used it. My friend got one of these IBM laptops, and it's just loaded with all you know what. You know, when you get it, it's like a marketing machine when you first turn it on. And I scraped the whole thing down to just Windows and drivers, and that's it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna give it a try. I figure it's all on you, so if anything happens, I can go back to my gear. I can go to you. You gonna own this baby.
Oh no, you'll be satisfied with it. I'm telling you, Dom, it's great. It has other features too. You could do a lot more with just uninstall. It has a Hunter, something called Hunter, like looking for anything that's trying to write to your registry without your permission, or those cookies that come in. You can block some sites for different cookies and all kinds of great things.
All right. I'm installing it now.
Yeah, I'm downloading it now too.
W4DRM at 30 in case I missed it.
I don't think you did. I heard your call out there.
Well, boys, I'm going to jump out here for a coffee if you guys are around. I'll pop in a little bit later. PA3 VMD up there in Hill Country, north of Toronto.
All right, there. I'll see you later, Vito. Maybe we can get up and come down. That'd be pretty.
All right, 7-3, Vito. Good to hear your melodious tones as usual. So we'll catch up later from N4QNT.
Pass my regards to Vito.
Yeah, DJ said take care of that, Vito.
Okay, thanks, guys. 73. Catch you later, Doug, if you're still in there, and we'll try to jump in a little bit later if you guys are still around. PA3 VMD.
Later, Vito. Good to hear you, brother. Take care.
Well, this is just another stall. I don't see my these drivers that are lingering in my registry. Does it have a spot where it just does a registry scan?
All right, so you're ready to uninstall a program?
No, the program's been installed, but these drivers are left behind. It's an HP print spooler. And I turned the spooler off, but the drivers are still in my registry. And they're trying to load and they give me errors. But they're not hurting nothing, but I'd like to get rid of them. So we'll just scan the registry?
No, it's a complete extraction of that particular program that uses possibly, those drivers. So if it finds those in the registry, it should uninstall them as well. But you can't.
Well, the main program, let me see if I'm going through it. The main program's been installed. I got to get a registry clean, maybe CC clean. I hate using that program, but that might be able to get rid of those drivers and whatnot.
Well, if you know where they're located, right? The machine, whatever, user plus software plus whatever, and then finally get to it. Can't you just physically delete them? You know, with the mouse.
There's actually 4 drivers, and they're spread out to the registry, so I have to sit there and do a search, delete it, and I'd rather just get something to go in there and, grab it.
Right. Okay, no, that's understandable.
Good morning there, John.
Hey, good morning, John. Good to hear you.
Good. $71 here in Lambton Shores, Southern Ontario, John. Yeah, but see, I'm right by. We have Lake Huron here, so in the springtime it's colder, but in the fall it's a lot warmer.
Yeah, we woke up to a crisp 54. It's 83.
All right, I've got Revo up and running. So Art, when I do the Thetis uninstall, hold on one second. Where the hell did it go? Okay. Nope, that's not what I'm trying to load. Hold on.
Oh yeah, autumn in the fall, my favorite time.
Hey Art, do you copy?
John.
Yeah, what?
Okay, let me know when he's done.
Okay. Yeah, a little double, but I guess it's just like Dominic and I right now. John, I don't think you hear Doug, right?
I'll say good morning to everybody that hears me at MKII.
Good morning, Don.
I think we all hear you.
I like 160 in the winter, John. It's
Morning in
nice
the
and quiet.
neighborhood. You gotta get out of here in about 45 minutes, but it looks like a good day.
Good morning, John.
Beautiful day.
Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous here.
So Doug, when you initiated the program and then you see your list, you'll see Thetis, right? And then you double click it. I usually stop it from backing up. You can uncheck those boxes real quickly so it doesn't have to do a backup of the program.
Yep, okay, I see. Yeah, create a system restore point before uninstall, create a full registry backup before uninstall. So if I know I definitely want to get rid of it, I would uncheck those.
Right. You uncheck those. It takes about maybe 10 seconds for you to do that. If you miss it by 10 seconds, it'll start doing the backup automatically. So you got to be quick on the mouse for that.
Okay. And then that's the only line I would need to select is Thetis, and it would remove everything, correct?
I wasn't listening. Was that for me or Art?
That was for Art. So Art, if I select Thetis and uninstall it, there's nothing else I have to find to remove anything else from Thetis. That'll do everything.
Possibly. There might be one more thing you have to find, and it could be the, yeah, because what you want to do, this is your ultimate goal. When you reinstall Thetis, it's not an overlay, as you know. you want that black window, right? That famous black window, and you sit there for about 27 minutes with all that logic coming down the screen?
Yep, that's when I do the uninstall and I reinstall, that's where I want to get again. Where it does, when it's doing the speed test.
Right, that's a complete, brand new, fresh install when you finally get to that database download, which, everybody complains about that. That's the longest part of the install.
Right, so you think there is something else I have to find in order for that to happen?
Yeah, I'm clicking on it now. It's been so long since I did this, and I want to make sure that, the uninstaller also extracts that folder too, because there's like this one backup folder that lingers, and then when you do the install, it's almost like doing an overlay reinstall, and we know you want the opposite. You want to do a full fresh.
Yep. So would you suggest updating the firmware? Do I even need Thetis at all to update the firmware?
Oh, no, not at all. You could, no, your Thetis is what, 2.9.0.6 times 64, dated 4/23/22?
Yep, that's the one. And then I got Protocol 1 version 2.7 next to it.
All right, so this is great. All we have to do is, what we do is before you're ready to update your firmware, you're going to go, when you're ready to shut down Thetis, you'll go into Setup, and then General, and then see where it says Radio Model.
Yep, I see that.
You want to set it on Hermes selection, and then click Apply. So now when your firmware is installed and then your radio sees the Thetis when it boots up, when you select radio model 7000 DLE, you're refreshing everything.
So I'm not following. So switch it to Hermes. You're saying on this version of Thetis.
Exactly. Without even having to do an uninstall and a reinstall, you're basically keeping keep your Thetis the way it is intact. But before you're ready to do the firmware upgrade, do that quick little procedure: General, Radio Model, Hermes, and then Apply, and then shut down Thetis.
Okay. All right. Then do the firmware update. Then I can uninstall Thetis and start from scratch?
Well, you really don't have to, Doug. Seriously, your firmware is going to take effect, and then as soon as you reboot and Thetis sees the new firmware, it's looking for that, so it can set all the new protocol features for Protocol 2. Then when Thetis starts, then you do the opposite. Now you go Setup, Radio, and click, and then select 7000 DLE. You'll hear a click in your radio, and you're ready to go.
Okay. All right. So what do I need to download? I need to download bootloader and the firmware file, correct?
No, there's a few things you're going to have to do. We got to make sure you have a certain file installed on your computer, and these guys, we can do it on the phone or go to another frequency. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, because the QSO's going on right now.
Yeah. I'm not going to do it now anyway. All right. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'll do it this week sometime.
All right. Well, look for this file. In order to update using bootloader, write this down when you're ready.
All right. Stand by. Okay, go ahead.
All right. You want to find WinPCAP. Whiskey, India, November, Papa, Charlie, Alpha, Papa. So WinPCAP 4.1.3.
Okay, WinPCAP 4.1.3, got that.
All right, and you'll install that first on your system, and then the next thing, I'll get you the bootloader program, and I'll just the same way I sent you on Google Drive, I'll send it the same way so you have the full program.
All right, good. So, and then I need to go find Protocol 2, the right file.
Yeah. You get on that GitHub or wherever they're posting the latest firmware for the latest chipset of the ANAN, the newest board that just came out, and then you'll see the census there, who's successful for which one. But I think number 3 is leading the pack right now.
All right, sounds good.
All right, guys, sorry about that. Pick it up, N4QNT.
Did we scare everyone away?
No, I was just following along.
I hear you better, Dominic.
Yeah, he's starting to come up.
Yeah, and John was booming in too. John was almost 20 over, just like Doug.
Ah, there's Don now.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch, you hit me.
I'm going to go get my coffee. I'm really thirsty.
Is this the first cup?
Oh, yeah. I got it late. I was messing around with my computer, getting rid of some errors that were in the registry, and that's how I ran across those HP drivers, paper drivers. I don't have that HP anymore. I installed a program, but the drivers kept loading and giving me some errors in the registry. So I was looking on stuff, but I got it down to where it should be. I think it's on now. I used it. I'm going to see it in a minute. I'm going to replace and keep those drivers are gone. And I shouldn't have any more errors in my registry. I mean,
And I'm gonna go have breakfast. I'm getting my stomach's growling, so I gotta get my pills and have some breakfast. So I'll catch you guys a little bit later. VA3 KBC.
Have a good one, DJ.
All right, later, DJ. Good to talk to you this morning. I think I'm going to back out of here as well, guys. I'll say 73 to everyone. Hope you have a beautiful Sunday, and I'll catch you during the week. KB2UKA clear.
7-3, Doug.
All right, Doug. Yeah, keep in mind, I'm a message away, man. So whenever you feel like you want to do it, no problem. Flash in the radio. It'll only take about 5 minutes.
All right, good. I might download the stuff today. I think I can find the bootloader. And I might just send you a message on Signal.
Oh, no, we have the magic touch. It'll never get corrupted. No bricks in this house. I've never bricked a radio in 27 years.
No, we won't brick it. We won't.
That's all right. No, I'm getting you the bootloader program. It's on its way, but all right. Yeah, that's funny, John.
All right, cool. I appreciate it. All right, later, guys. Tell John I say goodbye to. KB2UKA clear. Shutting the stream down.